So today's the big day. Today is the day that we're going to break all these ewes off into their different breeding groups. We're going to be doing 3 rams, 3 different groups this year, spread out between the bank barn and here. So right now what we want to do is go ahead and start by getting the first group of ewes pulled out and loaded onto the trailer. So what we want to do first is we already got all these wether type and Suffolk ewes that was in this big pen, ran over here into this second half of that pen. I got that temporary gate up in the middle, that way we can separate them out. We're going to split them off. We're going to take all the wether type because they're all going in one single group down to the bank barn, get them unloaded first. So we're going to go ahead and work on getting them separated out now.
It doesn't matter which ones go first. Knock that one, knock that one.
Go this way. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Turn. We got you right here. This way. This way. Going 12.
So you got
Those 3.
in this red tire.
Yeah, well.
The 2 big ones in this.
Yep.
Here, I'll hold this gate. You grab that other one. You got one.
Whoa. Whoa. Slide that gate that way a little bit.
Okay. I got these 2. Okay, close that gate and get on the other side of it. I'll hand you these over. Okay. Come on here, girls. So we're over here at the bank barn now. We decided once we got these ewes on the trailer to just go ahead and slap this ram back here in the back. He handles pretty well. It's also only like 72 today. We were going to do this this past Sunday, but real feel outside was like 98. So we decided to wait and do it today. It's Thursday. So it's really still keeps us in the same window that we want. And it's cool enough today that I don't feel so bad for the 20 minutes total that these ewes have been on the front of this trailer. So what we need to do now is we're over here at the bank barn. We got the pen set up, the fresh straw down. I'm gonna go ahead and put a crown on this ram on his marking harness. And then we're probably gonna go ahead and try to basically maybe pull him off and tie him up and then unload the ewes. Not really sure. We'll just kind of see how it goes. So currently this year, we are probably as organized as we've ever been on the beginning of breeding. Normally it's like, oh shoot, we need to get that done this weekend. I ran out of time. I forgot to order the marking crowns. Let's go see what's available locally. Locally, you know, usually there's a pretty good selection, but right now everybody seems to be buying them. And so there's only like limited colors. Last year I got a bunch when I bought a bunch of old sheep equipment from the guy I bought the lambing jugs from. got a bunch of marking crowns there, started using them. A couple of them, the crown ended up falling off. I think maybe they were just hot weather or cold weather ones or something, I don't know. So I ended up just throwing all that away. And this year when we were at the state fair, the supply area that they have there with some show supplies and feed and stuff, they actually ended up having marking crowns there. So this is the selection we got. I got them for all 3 rams. We got yellow. We're going to start off with it, run that for 1 cycle, then we're going to move to red, run that for a cycle, then we're going to move to green. These crowns there at the state fair were only about like 30 cents more, 50 cents more than me ordering them from Premier One. So that was basically just a shipping cost there, and I was able to pick them out and have them with me basically almost for the last 3 weeks. Had them 2 weeks here in the show box ready to go, and so that's nice. That way everything's going to be well organized. This year we also went ahead and tagged all the ewes that lost their tags throughout the summer. So you can see a couple ewes in here with fresh farm tags on. We got yellow tags and just marked on custom numbers. We know which ewes they are. I know where they came from, their general age, and everything like that. And I wanted to do that because this year we want to keep really tight records on the ewes, on when they're marked, seeing if they're being remarked within the same cycle or within the right amount of days, basically making sure that they're healthy, good to go, and that the ram's working right. Just basically want to really tighten the operation up so that way we're not feeding out ewes that didn't end up getting bred after being in with the ram for 60 days, you know, and keeping an eye on them. Also making sure the ram's working properly. So keep an eye on everybody with that. And with the amount of ewes and sheep that we've bought here in the last few months, it used to be really easy to look at them, know which ones they were. But especially like these weather types, they all start blending in along about the same look once they're a couple years old, unless they're really uniquely colored or they have some unique features. But, you know, I just wanted to get that done so that way we could look and record that. So we're going to go ahead and get that ram off now and get his crown set up.
Underneath and
I know.
across.
So get that crown on him. I like using a little piece of Gorilla tape to tape the top where it's extra and fold it over, just put a little tape on there, and then I just wrap in this vet wrap. I don't know if that helps or not, but it keeps the strings from flopping down. Made sure it wasn't too tight, got that yellow crown on him where I wanted it at. He does pretty good. He's just not a thinker. He'd rather headbutt you or actually bite you. He'll bite you too. So we got him tied up here. I'm gonna close the gate, untie him, and then I think I'm gonna back in here, get ready to unload him here in their pen, and basically come in and run him off first, and then just open that up and run all the ewes off right behind him. All right, so I'm on the trailer now. I got this halter off, everybody's in place, got the gate set. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn that ram loose, get him down there. Come on now. There you go. Here, we'll get these ewes out here. Come on, girls. Oh, hit the ground. And we actually saw a couple of the ewes staying in heat over there at the house. They're getting jumped by the other ewes. This cold weather, you know, the sun's going down a little bit earlier. We've been shutting the lights off in the barn a little bit earlier. And we see that, you know, in the next 24 hours, he'll mark a bunch, but then you'll see a couple of those that he marked get remarked their second cycle. It's just out of the excitement that he's chasing them around and stuff, all getting put together. And that ewe he's chasing around right now is one of the ones we picked up 4th of July 2024 that we held back. She's one of the ones I just tagged. She's kind of almost like what I call like a brindleish. Has kind of some blonde or yellow in her ears there, some white dots on her. Pretty interesting marking, so we're excited to see what that makes. So after watching him for a second, we realized I put the harness on him backwards. Had to get in here, only actually had to readjust this one to where I had to take the tape and stuff off of it. But we got it fixed back up. It's on there right, adjusted right again. So we're getting another shot here. He wasn't too hard to catch because he hasn't, you know, pretty tired just in a few minutes. So let's turn him loose again and see what happens. So with those guys down in the basement, we're up here at the lean-to. I want to take the 3 mature ewes that we just purchased about almost 2 weeks ago. They're looking great, no problems whatsoever out of them. They've adjusted well. So we're going to go ahead and get those 3 haltered, loaded on the trailer. We're leaving the 2 ewe lambs here, but we're going to kind of adjust how these ram lambs are pinned up in this pen, because we're going to be bringing 10 or 11 of the ewe lambs we have at the house over here to let them wait. We're all going to cram them all at the same time. These. You walk out with this one, and I'll come out, and then we'll close it so the lambs don't follow us. Get back in there, girl.
You ready?
Yep. Okay, so we got everybody over here in this lean-to taken care of right now. Got these 2 ewes. We're actually going to be pulling that one out and taking her back with us this next trip. We're just leaving her here now, so that way her companion has company until we get back with those other sheep. Got these ram lambs here in the corner. I'm kind of perplexed with them. I don't know where to stick them at. This is going to have to be good enough for right now. They're very friendly, so I'm not worried about being able to get them out of there. Currently, the plan is only going to have ewes here in this side for the next 17 days, and then we're going to pull those ewes out. So it's just kind of a place I need to stick them. I'm actually going to wait and put straw in as soon as we get back, just so that way these guys aren't wearing themselves out while we're gone, and I'm going to re-straw everybody. But we're going to run back to the house and continue moving around some of these ewes. So we're back here at the house. I got the trailer up at the end of an alleyway. I set this up basically the same way as when I separated out rams from ewe lambs. Once I got here, I kind of changed my mind on a couple things. I'm actually going to leave all 3 of the Suffolk lambs because we knew we weren't going to breed 2 of them. And then with bringing that other one over, I'm just going to leave that 4th one here. There's enough room over there in those rams pens for those guys to be together in there. Save a little bit of space over there and kind of still watch this girl here over the next couple weeks, see how she's growing. So right now in this pen, I have 10. These are all ewe lambs. There's 4 registered Suffolks in here, 3 commercial Suffolks, and then 3 the wether type ewe lambs in here. These guys were all born after January 30th, everybody in this pen. So basically that's why we're putting them on the trailer and taking them over there, waiting until that first cycle, because if I put them in on the 2nd cycle, they'll be born right around the 1st of February, right at the very, you know, last day of their first birthday starting. And that's kind of what we wanted to do, is just hold them back. No big deal for us to really spread them out, because if they get bred, that's great. Gives us some lambs, and I'm not as much of a tight time frame on them, especially with these ewes. I don't put too much emphasis on getting them bred super early, especially since most of them are born there at the end of February. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get these guys ran up on the back of the trailer, get them closed in. I still got those 3 ewes up front. I'm hoping that kind of helps getting these guys up there. I'm not really sure. This could be a disaster because I'm going to go ahead and do this and work through lunch while the rest of the help's taking lunch there. So we'll see how this goes. Got a couple, they're going down the alleyway. All it really takes is to get one moving. Once one gets moving, the rest will go. There we go, girls. Come on. Let's go this way. Oh. Come on. Let's go on the trailer. Come on. Let's go, girls. Let's go. Let's go. Turn, girls. Turn. Come on now. Let's go, girls. Let's go, come on now. Ooh, they turned back. I don't know if they like hearing those other sheep up front or not. I'm hoping this works. Come on there, everybody's up there. That's a cool place to be. Come on. Come on. No, no. Go. 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 Don't go under. This one's sticking her head under like she's wanting to go under. Come on now. Let's go, girls. Let's go. Oh. Come on. You guys got this. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Jump, girls. Got some up there, some down. We get a couple up there. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go, girls. This one. Come on now. Turn. Come on. There we go. Look, girls. Look, all your other friends are up there. Go. 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 Nope. Nope. Turn around. Turn around. Get up there. Come on. Why are you being like this? Go. 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 Come on now. Nope. Nope. Nope, man up. Back up, let her in there. Come on, in. There we go. One more. Hop, jump. Good girl. So got these guys on here. I think my biggest problem is when they heard those ewes up front, they kind of stopped. But then also, when I had this pin divider here in the trailer, this trailer divider open, it gives them plenty of room to run all the way up front. And this many crowded in back here, I think that's what really held up those last couple. But these are always the hardest to get loaded. These lambs that have lived right here the whole time, they all are 150 plus to 200 pounds, a couple of them like that one. And you know, they're good sized ewe lambs. That one probably closer, probably 180, but makes it kind of hard when they want to be stubborn. They're not as easy to move with those little weather type ewes. These guys can put their foot down and kind of put a halt to it. But then now what I want to do is I just left these halters on these girls. I'm gonna go ahead and get them unloaded and into that pen over there. Well, I've changed my mind. Instead of unloading those ones first, I want to go ahead and get the two out of this big pen with the suffix left, separate it off and over into that pen first. Because with these being on halters, I can walk them up and open up that panel. These, they're not super halter broke. They both had a halter on them and have been walked, but they're not calm about it. So the two I'm taking is let's see here, a pink tag and an orange tag, a 12. There's 12. There you are. That one and that one. No, no. Yeah. Perfect. Whoa, girls. Whoa. Whoa. Look behind you. Look behind you. I got you open. Look. Go. Go. Okay. Do this here. Open that gate up. Oh, got one going. She done left you. Go on down there. You're better than that. You're calmer than that. Ram's going nuts for some reason. Uh-oh. Bro, you got yours all tangled up somehow. There we go. Didn't all three of you come at the same time? Probably only one of you big girls out that door. There we go. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. And this is what's really nice. Come here, girls. These girls right here are pretty, they've been handled. This one here, she was shown for 2 years, traveled a lot, going to a lot of different shows. They're very well behaved. Super nice emotions. Come here, girlies. Come on now. Come on in here. Come on in here. Oh, come here. One of you. Come on. Whoa. 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 Take your halter off. Halter off. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, you. So currently the way we got it set up right now, these ewes are in here. The yearling ewe out of this pen that we took to the state fair, she will come in here. And at that point, these will all be in with our ram here, this Macaulay ram we call Mystic Mac. So they'll be in here with Mac in this area. At that point, we will have only one of our ewes in here, 0012. She had a really good looking lamb for us last year. She's out of our main ewe, our matriarch Gummy Bear in the Suffolk ewe side, and one of our rams. We had the first Suffolk registered ram that we bought, Rusty. She's out of that. We really like their genetics. So she'll be the only one in here, and all the rest in here, including that yearling there, will be in here, and they'll all be from that flock that we had just purchased. We purchased these 2 ewe lambs, the one we moved over here, and that ewe, that yearling ewe, purchased them at that Ohio showcase sale. And then we ended up purchasing the rest of that flock here, and like I said, we just brought home almost 2 weeks ago. And that ewe is the daughter of some of these ewes. One of these, I gotta look at the paperwork, same as that one. But this area here will be Max to cover. We're gonna get those ewes that's on the trailer over to the bank barn unloaded. Go see her. Look. Look, friends that way. Go on. Go see your friend. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Come on now. Let's go. So over here we got these 11 ewe lambs in this side. Got those 3 ram lambs over there. This is just, like I said, a temporary holding for them just until that first cycle runs. And then we're going to pull this group out and split them up amongst those ram groups basically at the house. And I might actually split off a couple of these like commercial Suffolk ewe lambs and give them to one of these rams right here. We'll just have to kind of see what mood we're in at that time, how things are going, kind of what's going on with the other sheep. But we got all these guys here right now. Put down some fresh straw. Be back over a little bit later to feed them, but we gotta get home so I can go ahead and get this ewe lamb unloaded. She walked really good within the halter. Walk right in, put it on her. Got her loaded on the front of the trailer right now. So we got Earl here with his crown on. He's about 18 months old right now. So we're going to turn him in with this group of Suffolks. Earl has all commercial or all registered Suffolks except for right now there are 3 or 4 commercial Suffolks in this group right now. So we're going to turn him loose with these guys and see what happens. And I'm going to keep an eye on this group. A lot of these are experienced ewes in this group. If I start noticing over the next few days nobody's really getting good marks and he's just chasing around a large area, I'll go ahead and put that gate back up there. This is more than enough room for him out here in this area right now. And I'll probably end up doing that if I notice that, just because I don't want him to just be wearing himself out chasing them around and them also running from him so much that it's just burning up all this energy. So we'll keep an eye on that, but for now I'm not too worried about most of the ewes in this group. They know what's going on, and Earl should do okay. So other than just cleaning up some of our other gates, the last thing we need to do is get a crown on Mac here, get him set up. We had this ewe pen opened up. I took those gates out for him. We got the lambs we're holding back over in that far pen where the rams were at. So I want to go ahead and get this opened up because he's already bouncing off the walls here in this little pen, trying to get out there with him. Get him crowned up, and I'll go ahead and just open up the gate, let him out there with him, and then I'll go ahead and disassemble this. Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, that looks good.
So just in the last 2 minutes, he's already been on top of that 0012 tag. He's already marked this other girl that we moved in from the big group. These 12 and her moved over at the same time today. That's one really nice thing to see. Like I said before, we've used, when we got new rams, they have only been, at this point in the year, 6 to 7 months of age, where he is 10, almost 11 months right now. Just a little bit different to maturity and basically how fast he went to work. on these girls, where last year when we put Earl in with the ewes, he kind of walked around worried more about eating, ate all their hay, ate all the extra grain that was in their feeder, all the hay and the hay rack. He got diarrhea, kind of laid around for 2 days, where this ram came right out. He's going to work, and you know, it's really nice to see that kind of good decision we went with that fall ram for our planting. So we got everybody set up. I really am happy that we were able to have their harnesses. I cleaned those about a week ago, let them air out in the sun, put some of that ring off, like ringworm, fungal deterrent, sprayed them down, let that cure into them. You know, everything was very prepared on our end by having the crowns ready, the harnesses ready, everything like that beforehand. And with postponing it a couple days, gave us just a few more days to get a couple other things ready. The only way this could ever go any better for us is if I have a ton more gates. Have more permanent pins set up at places like over at the lean-to and at the bank barn. But until I have that, you know, this is as good as it's gonna get, having to shuffle people around, get everybody moved around. You know, over here, this group, these are all some fancy, really nice looking Suffolks. You know, so far, these new ewes, I'm extremely happy with them. Very happy with how easy that ewe lamb walked for us. But right now, we're basically wrapped up for the day with getting everybody moved around. I got about an hour till it's time to start feeding everybody again. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and just pick up all the extra gates and all the stuff that I had out, spread around the barn today, get it all back in kind of an organized manner to where it's out of the way where we won't trip on it, and start feeding everybody for the night and just kind of giving everybody a break. Well, that'll wrap this one up. Thanks for watching.